I don't know about you guys, but the whole Megan Fox, Machine Gun Kelly situation really reminds me of situations either myself or my friends have been in the past. And I'm not talking about pregnancy, I'm talking about going back to somebody that has betrayed you in some sort of way. And I am so sure that their situation is so complicated, more than any of us will ever know, because no relationship is straightforward. The problem is we see this happen so many times where girls will go back to the guy and the guy hasn't necessarily treated them well, but because they're in love they kind of show a blind eye to it. It's not to necessarily say that your feelings are wrong, because love is the most beautiful emotion, but a lot of examples I see when stuff like this happens tends to be when girls just don't really love themselves very much, or girls are afraid to be alone, or even guys. I used Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly as an example because it's such a common situation where we go back to people and we don't necessarily realize that we might actually be doing some damage to ourselves, and it's because we're too afraid to be alone. And I feel like so many girls and guys that I know that are dating or have been dated have been in that situation where they give somebody a second chance. We've got to think about the reasons why we are giving that person a second chance. Is it because we really see potential in that relationship and we want it to go further? Is it because we love that person so much that we want to just be with them forever and we'll put up with anything because that's what love is? Or is it literally just because we are too afraid to be alone and too afraid to be single? And where it can be a mixture of all those things, majority of the time it's because that person's afraid to be alone. This person that has betrayed you because they took your trust and took your love that you gave them, and they abused it. They did something to you to hurt you, and because you love them so much, they know that you'll go back and you'll take them back. The question I want to pose to you is this: if one of your friends treated you like this, how would you accept the situation? Most people, if their friend had treated them like this, would not give their friend a second chance. They would probably have a massive argument or end up blocking the person. But for some reason, when it's relationships, we let that go and we will tolerate this sort of behaviour. But what it does is it sends out a message to these people that says, hey, this is the standard that you can treat me. This is what I'll accept. People will only learn to treat you the way you show them that you want to be treated. So if you put up with these things, they'll know it's okay. Finding the strength to be on your own can be super difficult, but it gets easy because it's a self-love journey. So if you're someone that's not really used to spending time alone, try to do so, because you are the only person that you will ever have in your life. You come into this world alone, and that is the way you are going to leave. Maybe surrounded by people, but you are the only person that's going to do that journey. And self-love is something that we all need to learn for that reason. And a lot of people that are afraid to be alone lack self-love, and they just don't want to be on their own. And there are some ways that you can spot this. People that lack self-love tend to talk quite negatively about themselves. If you make a mistake, for example, if you're not saying, hey, that's okay, I can get on with it, I'll find a solution. If you're one of those people that says, oh, I'm so stupid, why did I make that mistake? That's a sign of a person that is lacking self-love. If you find that you can't stand to be alone, that is another clear example of somebody that is lacking self-love. Because if you love something, naturally you want to be around it loads. These are all signs of a person that needs to work on their self-love. And at the end of the day, the person that tends to not have a lot of self-love or love themselves very much will be the person that tends to chase after relationships, chase after flings, chase after people that are emotionally unavailable, and go back to bad relationships. But life is so short to be chasing after people or things that just don't serve us very well. The next time you get a text from your ex that you've tried really hard to take out of your life, or the next time you feel like downloading that dating app because you're feeling super lonely, or replying to that toxic person that you know isn't worth it, really think to yourself, is this the standard I want to tell other people and show other people that I would like to be treated? If you are interested in self-help, self-development, personal development, please make sure you are clicking at subscribe on the bottom and you are following up my channels. Let's talk about it. I'd be keen to hear all about your thoughts, and I hope you all have a lovely day. See you in my next video. Bye.